Okay, I think we're back up. Chat, we okay?
All right, we're back. We're back. All right, here we go. Yeah, Jason, your voice was too smooth.
It was too smooth.
It's too smooth. Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, just to sum it up, we're going to be doing a racing adventure, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to really dig into it. But before we get into that, we are partnered with Norse Foundry Dice, and Eric has been gracious as always, has offered to do two $25 gift card giveaways right here at the top. So let's welcome another guest to STF and Friends, definitely a friend of ours. Eric, how are you doing? Show your beautiful hair and face and all that goodness.
Maybe.
We'll see. Maybe.
He said no.
Here he comes. There it is.
If I could figure out Zoom after only using it for 2 years, I mean, mute and unmute and video, you know.
What even is Zoom?
You know. How are you?
Super good.
Good. How are you?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I just disappeared.
There you go.
My camera decided to stop working. I don't understand.
We're just, oh man, we're doing great.
We're all
Starting out hot.
Yep. Super, super hot.
All right, Adam wanted the hair. I got to get the hair out.
We got to get the hair.
Got to get the hair out. I got to get the hair out.
Oh, swoon.
So yeah, I got the Redshift rally, like you guys know, to get home. So
Yeah.
Right. Well, listen, we appreciate you being here and offering these two giveaways. So let's get right into it. I'm going to pull up our list of users in the chat. I'm going to roll a die like I do, and we're going to see how it goes from there. So I'm rolling this new die that Eric sent me. It's one of the wormhole new space die.
Ooh.
Very nice. Very nice. I don't know. Can't.
You tried, and that's what matters, you know.
All right. Oh, well, that's a natural 20 on that roll.
There we go. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah, that actually is going to put Uzmez, or otherwise known as Tyler, our good buddy Tyler from the MinMax. So you have won our first $25 gift card from Norse Foundry. Thank you, Eric, for that. How about you, roll? You got a D20 handy?
me.
Yeah,
What?
you should.
Why?
The
Oh, wait.
dice.
I do. I may not be able to read it because it's a gemstone, but I do have a flashlight. Black on amber does not work. Just telling you that right now, Drew. Oh, he's not listening. Tyler can't win twice, right?
No, correct.
Okay. So no 20 again?
No 20.
How about a lucky 5?
A lucky 5. All right. That is going to be Egg.
Hey!
MP Turp.
Congratulations.
Nice. Congrats, bud.
So thank you, Eric, for those giveaways. That's a $25 gift card to Norse Foundry for both of you. Congratulations to our winners. If you would just send me a PM with your shipping information.
All I need is an email.
Oh, right. Just
Email or they can send me a message on, well, like Tyler's got me on Discord, so I can send Tyler his. But
What a wonderful world we live in. The digital age, y'all. Oh my gosh.
Delightful.
It's so fantastic.
But yeah, an email. I need an email address. So I can put it in the system, and it'll send it out to them. And
All right.
Awesome.
Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you for hauling butt to get home and do this for us. We appreciate it.
Glad
Thank
made
you
it
for
home
bringing.
safely.
Thank you for bringing the hair out.
yeah.
I can have sweet dreams now. Thank you. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
well,
And
anything for you,
congratulations.
Emily.
You done it.
You did it.
All right. Well, we'll see you.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
That's as
Thanks,
much
Eric.
hair as I can take in one night.
That's all I can deal with. At least on stream, you know. That's gonna save it for later.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
All right. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
All
Right.
right. All right. So, you guys ready to get into Redshift Rally? You guys ready to get into this adventure?
Let's do it.
All right.
Race.
Well, let's race. All right. We are going to start off with a little opening narration here. And so I want you guys to picture like a TV in a corner, like in a break room. You know what I'm talking about, those kind of TVs. And I know that this is in the future and everything, but yeah, just indulge me. It's a futuristic shitty TV in the corner. And on the TV, you see a news anchor who is actually in the middle of doing a little bit about the Absalom Run. And this is what he's saying. This year, on the 30th anniversary of the first race, the Absalom Run promises to be bigger and better than ever. Racers need only participate in one qualifying heat, giving many independent racers a shot at the main event. Additionally, the course will be longer and more exciting, consisting of 5 rallies in various regions throughout the packed worlds. The location and details of each rally is top secret, and competitors won't know the course until their arrival. The mobile space station, the pit stop, will ferry competitors between races alongside numerous media outlets and personalities. Finally, the prize is larger, including a lucrative contract to design a line of high-speed pursuit starships for the stewards in addition to the race's usual rewards: bragging rights, instant fame, a 20,000 credit cash prize, the Absalom Run Cup, and the Absalom Run Rings. Redshift Revolution, a Starship Corporation and frequent champion of the Absalom Run, has been beaten in the last 3 Absalom runs by their rival firm, Terminator, tarnishing Redshift Revolution's reputation and causing company sales to plummet. Most Redshift engineers suspect Terminator of using underhanded tactics to win, but the corporation's board of directors has refused their attention inward for solutions. At this point, a mute comes up on the television, and it turns off, and we see a mustachioed dwarf at the table with a remote, furiously turning off this report. Heath, who do we see?
I'm loving everything. We see a grizzled-looking dwarf with a big, full-face mustache, angry at the TV and saying, them old Terminators could bite my beard. They step to the instigator and they'll find out what speed is.
So what does your character look like?
He looks like a dwarf. Mm-hmm. Black hair. He always wears a ball cap and glasses and is kind of racing gear just 100% of the time. With a big mustache, like I said, that curls like all the way up, like to his ears, but no beard. Not the classical bearded kind of dwarf. And his name is Chael Sternhardt Sr.
That's great.
Amazing.
All right. Well, across the table from you, Emily, why don't you tell me about your character?
Okay. You see a fox-like individual, fox-like humanoid. For those of you in the know, a kitsune. And she's just kind of like tilting her head. It's like, come on, love. It's not that important. You don't have to get all worked up about it. It's just, don't even worry. It's all right, love. And like her tail is kind of twitching just a little bit, like at the aggravation that Chael is sort of putting out. But otherwise, she's kind of kicked back in the chair and arms crossed. Looks very kind of like at ease and just sort of taking in the fun situation that is this upset dwarf.
All right, great. And next to you, Jason, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character?
Sure. Spreading black pinions out behind him to stretch out at the break in the TV action. A Strix stands and stretches, looking horribly clashing between the dark blue complexion and black hair that he has with the almost lime green outfits and uniforms that their team is wearing, saying, yes, I don't understand where it is that all of their skill comes from or what it is that they think they're going to be proving, but I could also stand here a lot less about that team. No, thank you. No, thank you. And he goes back to sitting down at the table and fiddling with a device that looks like it straps to his arm, and just kind of studiously fixes his gaze in on that.
Excellent. All right, what about you, Griff?
Well, you see a weasel-looking man. He's a gauze claw, and he is kind of all white furred. He's wearing his pit crew kind of jumpsuit like he always does, and he's got like engineer's goggles on his head. His ears are twitching, but not at the TV, and you see him kind of like nudging the box of donuts that he brought to the break room towards the rest of the group before finally and I did notice that nobody was taking any of the donuts that I so graciously brought, and I'm quite curious why everyone is so full. Or, lunch was maybe 3 hours ago. I figured it would be a good time for us to, have a snack, but you all seem so worked up about the TV.
Sorry, it's just
That's
precious.
amazing.
It's just a little
good.
weasel. And oh no, sorry, I wasn't sure exactly if it was for everybody. Yeah, no.
I sent it to your work calendar. I said that we would have donuts in the break room. It was sent about 20 minutes ago, so you should have got it and read it quite soon.
Oh, see, that's it. I only check my, account every hour, so I probably missed
Do you not
it.
have instant notifications on? If
So
not, you
anyways,
should
what are
probably
these
turn
donuts about? And she will just grab one and like shove it in her mouth.
Well, Chael looks up and he has already built like a race car out of the donuts using them as tires,
But of course. But
Yeah.
of course.
Patau is looking at this. Just save me a crawler. That's all. I don't want to get my fingers sticky while I'm busy with this.
And you see Bricko, that is my character's name, sorry, I forgot to mention it. Bricko came. Bricko pulls out a notepad and like types into it, save the doctor a crawler. Please. Hit send. His own email goes bing. Bing.
Amazing.
Bing.
Amazing.
Well, at this time, a woman walks in, and you guys all know this to be your boss, your benefactor. Her name is. Give me just a second here.
Yeah.
I think we're both trying to like fix stuff while
Yeah. So, yeah, her name is Selcora Grace, and this is what you see. This is who you see, rather.
Ooh, hello.
Hold on just a second. I was not on that page.
Okay.
Yeah, and so you see her, and this is your benefactor, right? And so the four of you are part of a brain trust that have been developing Redshift Revolution's newest racing vehicle, the X66. So the four of you have been trusted by Selcora to make the ship for the actual racing team of Redshift Revolution, who is led by a little guy named Penvo, who you guys really like. He's a great person, and I have that too. Here you can see
He's so
Penvo.
great.
Aw,
He's so great. Like, he's
Love
just a
Penvo.
really,
adorable.
really nice guy.
Glasses.
Right. I'm trying to find some good music here, and I'm struggling. That's why I'm a little distracted here.
You
But-
don't have a break room playlist?
I don't have the break room playlist. I have every other playlist other than that. So that's what's causing the issue here. But anyways, she comes in. She says, "Oh, hey, y'all taking a little break, eh? Everything everything looking good for the race that's coming up? You guys excited? You feel good to see the X66 in action?
Yes, it would be delightful to get so many months of hard work. Years? How long have we been here? It seems interminable.
Like forever. It's just so gross. Really good. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. And just puts another donut in her mouth. It's like, it's gonna be great.
By the way, it was a scheduled break. It wasn't, off the cuff. It was on your calendar as well. So please take a donut and sit down.
I mean, all right. I like donuts. I mean, do you have the Bavarian cream filled?
I literally sent out a survey monkey the other day to get everyone's favorite flavors. So yes, of course I have it. Unless you forgot to fill that out or something.
No, I mean, no, I didn't. Thank you. All right, here I found a little something. We're gonna just try to work it out. So yeah, no. Thanks a lot, Bricko. This is my favorite donut. So yeah, listen, I came bearing good news. I got you guys all front row tickets to the qualifying heat in the Burning Archipelago. I figure you guys would like to see Penvo get a little racing action with his inner bike, and well, I mean, for all the work that you've done on our main racing ship, I just thought front row seats is the least that I could offer. So you go into the races.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. You can heckle those Terminator guys in person, eh? And she kind of nudges Chael.
Does he have I guess are they like digital tickets, or is he like holding?
Yeah, they're digital tickets, okay. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Chael like lights up at that. Like, hell yeah, front row.
Yeah, front row. Of course.
Let's go, son.
I'm not gonna do anything less than front row for you guys.
Rico just kind of starts typing again, and you all hear a ding, 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 ding as your calendars are updated with the race. Which how far away is the race?
I mean, so yeah, the Redshift actually operates kind of on a station not far from the sun. So it's really, I mean, it's like less than a day's journey, to get there. So yeah, once you guys, I mean, if you guys want to just jump to the races, let's do it. Let's get in there. So when you arrive, I mean, it's a full like racing environment, like there's tailgating, everybody's having a good time. There's all sorts of like merch and that kind of thing.
You're gonna say mermaids? I'm sorry.
Mermaids?
I don't know.
On the sun, yeah.
Or Lamaze.
Yeah, the track is loud and packed to bursting. You can hear the roars of intercycles, just zipping right along. And you get to your seats, and they're great. They're like right at the finish line of this race. And I actually have prepared a little thing. As you guys get seated, there is the main MC of the race, a well, how do you say it? Jabubnin. Yeah. Who is like, gets like, everybody, okay, get together, listen, and is going to introduce the teams. Like, so there was a couple preliminary races just for fun, little kind of drag races or whatever, but the main event, the main qualifying event is about to happen. And before, as all the racers are getting lined up, this is what you hear.
Hey there, speedsters. Awesome Ace Averin here, your number one source for dependable and up to the nanosecond racing news. I'm here at the Chroma Cup, the qualifying race for this year's monumental Epsilon run. That's right, folks. One and only one qualifying race will be held for the Absalom Run this year, opening the most prestigious racing event in the known universe to any and all racers capable of making it to the burning archipelago and fielding a fast enough vessel. This year's Absalom Run, the event's 30th anniversary, promises to be more difficult, more dangerous, and more rewarding than ever, with a huge cash prize, bragging rights, and a lucrative design contract with the stewards up for grabs. Take it from me, this Absalom Run is going to be more exciting than the Brutaris Bowl and the Starlands Finals combined. Hundreds of races from throughout the packed worlds, the Vescarium, and beyond have arrived to test their mettle in racing skills, and I've got to say, competition is fierce. We've got professional racing teams, street racers, and derby drivers facing off against pop stars, spirited amateurs, and countless up-and-coming independent operators ready to give their all for a shot at the Absalom Run. I've taken an up-close look at the competitors, the careers, and their starships, and I'm ready to break down my picks for the racers I expect to qualify for the Absalom Run. Buckle up, speedsters. We're off. First up, Team Terminator. Love them or hate them, Team Terminator has dominated the racing circuit for the last decade, annihilating the competition time and time again, and taking home not one, not two, but 3 Absalom Run Cups in a row. Terminator is the team to beat, and the surefire favorite to win this year's Cup. Team Terminator is putting their best foot forward this year with pilot Russell Wither, grandson to the Terminator CEO Jason Wither, and rumored to be a front-runner in the race to become her successor after her pending retirement. Russell's an exceptional, experienced pilot who's calm under pressure, has more than his fair share of charisma, according to the dozens of Russell Wither fan sites throughout the galaxy's infospheres. Truly, he's the top all-around racer competing at the Chroma Cup today. If Team Terminator qualifies for the Absalom Run, Russell will be joined by his siblings Dalmar Wither and Maxon Wither. Although these two are new to the racing scene, they're not new to starships. Dalmar's the mastermind behind Terminator's upcoming new Magitech engines, and Maxon is the lead mechanic and master innovator at Terminator. If, and by that, I mean when, the Wither triplets qualify, they'll be flying the Peerless, Maxon Wither's personal starship, rather than the standard Terminator Star Drake. This reporter was lucky enough to be given a peek under the hood of the Wither siblings, and I assure you, Peerless is an absolute masterclass in design. Keep your visual organs adhered to this broadcast to see it in action. You won't regret it. Second, Redshift Revolution. Once consistent winners of the Absalom Run, Redshift Revolution was ousted from the top spot by Terminator at the last pre-Absalom runs. Despite these setbacks, Redshift Revolution remains strong contenders in the competition and have placed top 3 in every single Absalom Run to date. The Absalom Run without Redshift Revolution is simply unheard of, and I don't expect this year to be any different. This year, Redshift Revolution is represented by hotshot pilot Penvo Adea. An absolute wonder behind the steering console. It's highly likely we'll see Penvo place in the top 3 here at the Chroma Cup today, and I wouldn't be surprised at all if he brought home the final prize for Redshift Revolution. If Penvo qualifies for the Absalom Run, he'll be accompanied by siblings Eldrin Detch and Erston Detch, who made a name for themselves on the mech rally circuit, an award-winning engineering legend Orville, who's had a long and distinguished career in Ilruka's Clan Holdings design department. Penvo and his team will be piloting the newest model of the famous X series of racers, the X66. Larger than the sleek one and 2 crew races the X series is known for, this ship is bigger, badder, and just as fast, which is perfect for this year's groundbreaking Absalom Run. The X66 is the brainchild of Selcor Grasse and her so-called brain trust of crowdsourced experts, all of whom are here at the track today to witness the work put through its paces. I have a good feeling about Redshift Revolution team this year, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the new X66 in action. Now, I know what you're saying, But what about Sandoval? We'll cool your engines, speedsters. Sandoval Spaceflight Systems has put together a solid team this year, and they'll do well, just like they do every year. They're a spunky team with something to prove. Akaton's a competitor, Sandoval is reliable, and Thasteron isn't dead. But they're honestly not my top pick. Nenvi is a talented pilot, but she's new to Team Sandoval and untested, with only a handful of professional races under her belt. Nenvi's replacing Cassian Carruthers as a pilot after their injury a few weeks back during a test flight of an experimental Thasteron-based booster fuel. Sources tell me they're still ironing the kinks out of that one. But Cassian still with the team as captain and co-pilot. Word around the racing circuit indicates that Cassian and Russell Wither share some bad blood, although these rumors are unconfirmed and neither racer cared to comment. Famous junk crafters, Tips and Tops, well known for their monthly Infosphere novelty build vids, returned to Team Sandoval for the third Absalom run in a row. The team is rounded out by the veritable unknowns Akris and Thurge Theorem, serving as gunner and science officer respectively. Sandoval Space Flight Systems will be flying the Looming End, a prototype of the Sandoval rocket that's slated to release to customers this coming year. So if you like what you see here today, head to your local Sandoval dealer to pre-order yours. So if not Sandoval, who do I favor instead? Buckle your safety straps. It's the surprise contenders, Multifold Industries and Thomtech Unlimited. From a technical standpoint, Multifold Industries has the best pilot on the racing circuit today, TN8. A true artificial intelligence who flies without error and can calculate and react faster than any purely organic pilot. But when it comes down to instinct and gut decisions, I'm not sure. In truth, TN8 has never been tested on a course as dangerous and technically challenging as those we've been promised in this year's Absalom run. Whether TN8 has what it takes to make history has yet to be proven, but they're certainly in the upper echelons of skill in today's racing circuit, and will definitely qualify at the Chroma Cup. Watching these tiny robots zip around the pit is a sight I won't soon forget. They'll be flying Vector 07 in the Absalom run, a Multifold Industries R12.7 model racer, and one of the smallest starships I consider a contender. Now, Thomtech Unlimited puts forth an equally stellar team this year, headed by immortal pilot Phil Savai, who's been racing since the gap. There's likely nothing the Absalom run can't throw at Phil Savai he hasn't seen before. Phil Savai will be flying Soul Song, a Thaumatek dust chaser with more mystical modifications than I can count. He'll be accompanied, as always, by the rest of the long-standing Thomtech team. Kelvicia, Magic Officer, and lead singer for the Eoxian Dirge synth band Eternal, Arorison, a masterful engineer and member of Thomtech's Unlimited's boards of directors, and Gorish, an impressive jack of all trades with his own popular Infosphere site where he, get this viewers, cooks up recipes with rare ingredients he claims from other dimensions. The entire team is experienced and unshakable. When it comes down to it, that's going to be a combination you can bank on. Now that I've given you my picks for the winners, I'll give you just a quick breakdown of some of the other amazing teams vying for gold at the Chroma Cup today. I think we can expect great things from. This marks the first year that Idari Crucible Works has hosted a team as the Absalom Run qualifier, and I couldn't be more excited, as I assume all the Kasathas racing fans out there are. Representing this August company is Tola Iwesa of Clan Hudas, Yuza Danura of Clan Kari, and Lotelo Saris of Clan Ramu. This triad is untested on the track. No doubt the Idari sent some of the finest members of their racing community to represent them in this competition. They'll be flying Visiri, an absolutely gorgeous Zephyr that has been modified from the base model for extra speed and, from what Tola has told me, unparalleled handling. Team Hyvernex will be fronting a delightful little shuttle that packs some real speed if they make it into the Absalom run. As expected from our pacifist friends over at Hyvernex, this new Caterpillar model is highly customizable and entirely weaponless. That's a gamble in this competition, I know, but it won't prevent them from qualifying at the Cycle race here today. Their caterpillar is named Red United Space Aspire Dream, or RUSAD for short. Apparently, each member of the Hyvenex team selected a word to contribute to the name. Kexel, the team's pilot, who will be competing at the Chroma Cup today, and presuming they put on a decent showing, will be joined by their companions, Cuisanaxa and his pet Prug, Chick, Ixa, and Vishevi, all full-time employees of Hyvenex Industries. Under head engineer Cuisanaxa's guidance, this team is constantly adapting and tweaking their starship. You can bet they know RUSAD inside and out. We've got 2 racing teams representing Veskarium Starship Corporations in the running today. The Blood Mountain clans have registered Zenkayesh the Demon as their pilot this year. Zenkayesh, of course, is a decorated war hero and highly respected back home on Vesh Prime. Zenkayesh will be accompanied by a select few from her former military unit. Captain Radakar Fleetbreaker, famous for their nerves of steel and determination in the face of insurmountable odds. John Gorowa, a mechanic who, as the stories go, built a makeshift artillery gun out of scrap metal and used it to bring down the very starship that blew him out of the sky. Gameros, record-holding bodybuilder, and Moratali Sureshot, a talented sniper whose records have been mysteriously redacted. Together, this crew is built of decorated soldiers regarded in the Veskarium as the saviors of the Battle of Talvex III. I'm not sure what the Absalom run has in store for us this year, but history has proven this team can handle any curveball thrown their way. Team BMC will be flying the battle cry in the Absalom run. A BMC Victor, heavy on the artillery and equipped with powerful ramming prows. Competitors had best watch out for this beast on the circuit. Also hailing from the Veskarium is Captain Wynn, a talented pilot reputed to have flown a garbage barge before signing on with Dashad's Industries. Now, they'll be flying the Upstart, a Dashad's Industries Next Gen Model 5, or a Demon 5 for short, alongside a team of feisty, non-Veskarium citizens. Well, none of the crew are professional racers. They're absolutely bursting with raw talent and know this could end up being their big break. Temet is a hunter, Ojeni works on a commercial ocean trawler, Buntar is a miner, Mahath is an astronomer, and Azo claims to be a very professional aide, but doesn't seem to have any employment records. They've told me that their diverse backgrounds and skill sets are a huge part of why they think they'll qualify. This team has a lot riding on making a good showing here at the Chroma Cup in the upcoming Absalom run, and I, for one, hope they seize it. Speedsters. Sure, the Veskarium's far, but it's not the furthest our competitors have traveled to race here today. From the distant worlds of Freluria, our cousins Tanthuri Neskai and Welavar Ram, who claim to be the luckiest racers out of Peluria. Whether that's bluster or fact, we'll have to see on the track. The duo will be representing 10 World Conglomerate, a starship corporation that's only now spreading beyond Peluria's borders. They'll be flying the Lucky Break, a Carina model, which is 10 World Conglomerate's debut high-speed two-seater fighter that should start hitting Pack World sales floors this coming year. The Carina seems a bit flimsy to me, but Tanziri and Welavar assure me that it can take whatever the race can throw at it. They then tried to get me to place a bet on their performance, but this reporter knew it would be a breach in ethics. Don't let that stop you at home from putting down a few credits for or against this team from Preluria. Finally, we come to the most exciting part of this year's Absalom runs, the wild cards and the unknowns. That's right, I'm thrilled to see a ton of independent racers hit the Chroma Cup this year, and 3 of them have really risen above the rest to show that they've got a shot at competing against the corporate-sponsored teams. Will they succeed, or will they flame out before the finish line? Only time will tell, but if any of them qualify here today, they can go home with their heads held high for making history no matter the race's final outcome. First up, Orvis Eldane. a recreational Aether ship pilot who comes from money and flies for the joy of racing. Orvis might not be the most grounded guy in the competition, and he has made a few enemies with the other racers by flaunting his background and wealth, but that won't stop him from tearing it up on the track today. If Orvis secures a position in the Absalom run, he'll be flying the Golden Chariot, his personal luxuriant, a top-of-the-line, tricked-out luxury yacht from Opalus Corporation, with all the bells and whistles. Race experts agree that the Luxuriant isn't particularly well suited for this kind of competition, but it's kept in tip-top condition by Orvis's all-Android pit crew. The crew declined to comment, but from what I can gather, Orvis has refused to modify the Golden Chariot in any way. That's right, he's flying this shiny vessel straight off the line. Now that's a gamble I would love to see pay off. Seems to me that Orvis is nothing, if not bold. Second, we've got Mage, the Captain Cutter, and her ragtag crew of, am I going to say, scoundrels? Sources inside the diaspora indicate that Captain Cutter is a space pirate unaffiliated with the Free Captains, though Mel and her crew vehemently deny these accusations, claiming instead to be nothing more than humble savages. Captain Cutter's crew consists of Bloody Bell, a proud representative of the transgender halfling community, Corvig, Scraps, and Zim. These colorful competitors will be flying their starship Reaper, a well-used Torsian model from Nebula Outfitters that's packing some serious artillery. This starship has clearly seen a lot of battle, and I'm sure we can count on Captain Cutter and her crew to stay collected under pressure and do whatever it takes to win the race today. Though hopefully nothing underhanded. Oh, I'm not done yet. No, I've got one more racer I want to highlight today. An honorable mention, if you will. Kishian Spaz is a child prodigy from Akaton who's been tearing it up on the junkyard circuits. Kit is 11 years old and built her starship, the Tech Junkie, all by herself out of spare A-Tech parts salvaged from her father's scrapyard. Kit tells me the base frame for her tiny little starship came from an old A-Tech Zipper, a model that many of you won't recognize since it went defunct in the first few years following the gap. Kit isn't going to take home the Absalom Cup. In fact, it's doubtful she'll qualify for the Absalom run at all, but that's all right with her. Kit says she's racing for the opportunities. She especially hopes to get noticed by A-Tech here today and secure herself one of the coveted engineering scholarships at the Abadar-sponsored training facility on Absalom Station. Kit is accompanied by her father, Jaron Spaz, who took out a massive loan using his junkyard and home as collateral just to get the funds to bring Kit here today. Kit might be young, but she's incredibly talented, passionate, and unbelievably hardworking. So to all you A-Tech scouts out there, if you're listening, and I know you are, you've got to check this kid out. She won't disappoint, and I can think of no one more deserving of one of those scholarships. Alright, a quick word from our sponsors. This year, my coverage of the Absalom's Cup is brought to you by Forever Sunrise Coffee Stands. Folks, I know I can't start my day without a big steaming cup of the unforgettable triple mocha blend. This month, Forever Sunrise is introducing a new line of morning snacks, flaky pastries infused with caffeine and filled with preserves from fruit grown fresh in Fulbright. And for a limited time, they're 50% off with any purchase of the regular coffee. I'm also proud to be sponsored by Stella Age and the latest exciting event in the augmented reality game, Decahex Mayhem Trinity. Grab your portable Wave Runner console and hit the streets of Hexaworld once again as Basilisk, the deadliest Void Wrecker virus, returns from defragmentation. New enemies, power-ups, and real-world rewards await in the Destiny War. Oh, that's the warning klaxon, speedsters. It's time to take our seats and watch this year's record-breaking Chroma Cup. Stay tuned for play-by-play commentary, updates, racer bios, and interviews from the winner's circle right here with me, Awesome Ace Averin. Reliable racing coverage that's all real, all honest, and all awesome. We're off to the races. Stay safe, speedsters.
Amazing.
Shoot, that took
damn.
a lot.
Good night, Adam.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Can I
Those
just,
teams are all cool.
Yeah.
Like
They
I
really
would
are.
join just about any of those teams.
How are,
You know?
how are we supposed to compete with the girl going
Except
for the
Elon
scholarship,
Musk.
man?
and yeah, Elon, like Sporty McSporter face. He
Yeah.
can go on.
Yeah. As much as I want us to win, I might throw it for Team 13. Just
yeah.
The
just
hell
letting
you
know
will.
right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I just say real quick a shout out to John? Because
Yes.
he's
Oh my gosh.
amazing. Snaps for John.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah, that was actually him that recorded that whole thing. It
No.
sounded like Adam,
No.
didn't it?
No. But we will upload all those images to our Discord if you're listening to this in just the audio form. John did an amazing job of doing layouts for every single team that was just announced in Hero Forge, and they all looked great. So yeah, I'll put those up in the Discord. Thank you, John, for that. It was really good. And yeah, listen, I had to pre-record that because there's no way I was going to do all that live,
Good call. Good call.
Is there any teams that stood out to you guys?
Oh.
I mean, that was the problem. Is like they all did.
Yeah,
like they're
right.
all
Kinda
really
shocked.
cool.
I was kind of shocked that Viscarium sent 2 teams.
Well,
I mean, but it makes
a
sense
whole
'cause
star
it's-
system,
Well, weren't they?
Right.
They weren't the same.
Well, the two teams were like one's all Vesk traditionalists and one's all the non-Vesk races of the
Yeah.
Viscarium. So that makes sense.
hmm
You've
Yeah.
got the oppressors and the oppressed.
Right.
I'm
Each
very-
have a team.
I'm interested to see how the multifold industries, the android that runs the
Mhm.
that's I don't know.
Yeah, having an AI pilot as
Interesting.
Feels like cheating.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was about to say, it does
A little
feel
bit.
a little bit like cheating.
I wish
but,
they would have
yeah.
gotten rid of the Elon Musk one and gotten a Marixa Republic team instead, but that's just me being partial.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nothing partial about that. But like,
I'm excited to hear more about the band that the Thaumtech Unlimited folks are a part of.
Yeah, right,
That's,
right.
That's pretty cool.
Is Thaumtech on EX?
Bandcamp.
Yeah, they're yes,
Like
yes,
the companies from EX?
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So lots of different representation. These are
Yeah.
the teams that you guys are now have the front line view of, and the race is on, right? The race is on now as the klaxon sounds to get everybody in place. And whoa,
Jeez.
hey, wake up,
Startled.
wake up.
I just had some of those caffeine-infused biscuits or whatever.
Yeah. So the race is going. It's an intense race, and Russell Wither, the pilot for Terminator, he's got the lead, and right behind him is Penvo, the Redshift pilot. And throughout this whole thing, it's like tight turns, and you guys are on the burning archipelago, and like this is like a F-Zero style track, right? So like bends and moves all around and everything. And where you guys are located at is the finish line, and there's this like big bending, swooping dip turn that like comes into the finish line where all the stands are. So like coming up from high and kind of corkscrewing down into a flattened straightaway for the finish line. And the crowd erupts in thunderous applause as Russell Wither, representing the Starship Corporation Terminator, boo, boo, we need boos. Every time we say Terminator, we need boos from the crowd.
Boos.
Yeah.
Ooh, Terminator.
Crosses the finish line, easily securing first place in the Chroma Cup.
Damn it.
Yeah. A few moments later, Penvo Adea, the talented pilot representing Redshift Revolution, rounds the final bend in the course. The moment Penvo's intercycle crosses the finish line, his vehicle explodes into a ball of flame with a flash of light and a thunderous boom. Penvo is rocketed forward, bouncing across the course like a stone skipping over water before landing in a broken heap. Flame and pieces of intercycle collide with the force field that protects the audience, causing the invisible wall to ripple with visible green light. Black smoke fills the track as the flames bellow, no longer a rush, but an actual howl, menacing and angry. The flames and the smoke coalesce, transforming into two massive creatures of fire.
Wait, what?
What?
Yes. And I have a handout for that.
Oh,
This-
jeez.
This escalated. This accelerated. This
What?
escalated.
Yes. The crowd screams and scurries for the exits as the entire stadium erupts in chaos. Medics alongside the track rush forward, but the raging fire creatures block them from Penbo's battered body. Somebody do something! Selcora screams, but it is clear that no help is coming, and we're going to take our break right now.
Okay. Well, damn.
Wow.
Okay.
Yikes.
How much time you want, Adam?
10 minutes.
Okay.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, y'all. All right. We'll be back. And we're back.
Yeah, we're back. We're back. I know that was a short opening segment. We usually go longer before we take a break, but I just, we're just cutting loose here. We're having a good time.
Yeah, here we go.
And speaking of, I wanted at the top of this section to introduce a feature that is very specific to this arc, and it's a little bit that. Are you ready, Emily?
Uh-huh.
All right. It's a little thing we like to call Dale Facts.
Dale Facts.
What's going to happen is that every time one of the cast rolls a D20, or I'm sorry, rolls a natural 20.
Every time we roll a
Every time.
D20 at all?
Every time somebody rolls.
Yeah. No, every time somebody rolls a natural 20, Heath is going to regale us with a Dale Earnhardt fact. Because why not? This is the racing one, and he has plenty of them. So just to get us kicked off, there was no natural 20 rolled here, but we did the graphic and the sound, so we have to get a fact.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well,
Heath, give us our first Dale fact.
To be fair, Eric rolled a natural, or you rolled a natural 20 for the giveaway.
That's
That's
true.
true.
That
That's
is
true.
That counts. Yeah, so, I mean, for one, obviously, this is very specifically something I wanted to do, if you couldn't tell. But, yeah, I love it. Every time we roll a natural 20, new Dale fact, and I got you all day. So what's that? Pinvo is our buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the injury to Pinvo, or injury, I don't know if he's dead, whatever, just reminded me of, a very formative time in Dale Earnhardt's life, which is when his best friend, Neil Bonnet, died from a severe brain injury in practice laps for the Daytona 500, which would be a theme for Dale for the rest of his career, being cursed at the Daytona 500. So, first Dale fact.
That's a sad one.
Yeah.
It is sad
but inspiring.
Absolutely.
Are they all that sad?
No, most
Okay.
of them are just badass.
All right. Well, I do think it's situationally appropriate, given what has just happened on the race track in front of you. You said, I want every one of you. I'm springing this on you, and I don't care because we are having fun. I want every one of you to give me a memory that you have of interacting with Pinvo.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought you
gonna
were
start with.
say Dale Earnhardt. I was like,
No, that would be ridiculous.
No.
Let me count the ways, my man.
Heath, can I start with you?
I mean, so for
Because
one,
like pilot to pilot, right? You were
Right.
the test pilot for his stuff,
right? I think the irony is that like he's the more famed driver, right? But I'm kind of his test pilot, so in a way, I'm kind of his Neil Bonnet. But like I imagine Chael and Pinvo have a lot of memories of just like being together on the track. I also wanted to bring up earlier, initially when I made this character, I had him from Absalom Station because I was just like, that's where anybody can be from. But the more I thought about it, I was like, no, I want him to be from the sun, So like I want this to be kind of his home. Like he grew up here. The race we're at is on his stomping grounds, So a lot of his memories are with Pinvo on the track, warming up his car for him, them taking turns, them arguing over adjustments to make on the vehicles, like don't touch that goddamn track bar again, that kind of stuff.
All right, great. What about you, Griffin?
I think Bricko has fond memories because he maybe had a talking to from like the higher ups at Redshift about throwing too many things on Pinvo's calendar because he's the project manager of the X66, so he's constantly like trying to keep everybody updated on the status of this vehicle as it's being built and that kind of thing. But Pinvo never complained about coming to these meetings, and he always was like timely to them, which made Bricko really respect him because he knew that he had a lot going on.
Great.
So I think that's why like Bricko is endeared to him, is because he didn't treat his like constant notifications as like annoying.
Aw, that's great. All right, Emily.
I think that Ishay is probably kind of thinking about like doing some marketing stuff with Pinbo, like pushing the team and everything, like trying to get him to figure out how to speak in front of the cameras in his like post interviews, and also maybe like physically having his back. I feel like a lot of times maybe the Team Terminator or whatever, like maybe their pit crew was like a bunch of assholes. So Ishay would just kind of like be there to back his play, both from a PR standpoint and from a I'll bust your ass standpoint. So just kind of seeing all of this, she's like, oh no, I can't protect him. I'm too far away.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Jason?
Yeah. Dr. Patau's role here with Redshift Revolution has been to be kind of a team physician and kind of looking after Penvo as he's, doing all these high-speed maneuvers and trying to get from place to place, of course, as fast as he can. And so there were a lot of times where they had to do some pretty careful experimentation with what, balancing what the engineering was capable of pulling off versus what Penvo's body could actually handle. And there were more than a few times where they had to not pick up the pieces necessarily, but like really take careful care after a few things were just pushed a little bit too far. And so now seeing this unfold before his eyes is just like the worst feeling of, oh no, like what did we do?
What could possibly, what happened? What happened? I mean, this thing exploded as soon as it crossed the finish line, and then two huge fire elementals came out of it like that. What the hell? And so there's a couple things with the two, with you, and Griff's character. Some little like top of the day things that happen. So you're a biohacker, right? And you took the auto injection feat.
I
right?
did, yeah.
And so you want to explain that real quick?
Sure. Of course, with everyone signing the appropriate waivers, Dr. Patau did just a little bit of microsurgery, injecting this tiny little device into your endocrine system. And he can set a trigger for that and an effect that comes from it. So in this case, for today, the trigger was if you feel, like you're in physical danger and need to respond to a threat, or in this case, rolling for initiative, the device will trigger and give you a boost. And for most of everyone, it's going to be to make them move faster, add 10 feet to their movement speed. But for one other character, it's going to be for a boost to their skills. So actually enhancing their capacity to function and carry out what they need to do. So yeah,
great.
That's all kicked in.
All right, and then Griffin, you're playing a precog, which means that at the top of the day, you roll some d20s and set those aside. So do you want to do that now?
So this is what happens. Like, Rico sees a crash. He still had his like data pad out, and you just see like his calendar is stacked, like no spare space, and he in a flash like hits his 4 next meetings with Pinvo, lights them up, and each one like just flashes onto his screen, and he accepted all of these meetings. He has to come. And so these like flashes through the timeline like just enter his mind as he's like pulsing as he's just like going through all these pages, and he rolls several d20s, 1 plus half his dexterity modifier. So for me that's 4, and I've got 2 15s, a 14, and a 3.
Nice.
Wow.
So I'll mark those down.
All right, yeah, and you don't have to get into it now, but you'll be able to use those rolls for various other things.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead.
Sorry, I did want to say I also have top of the day things, but they are specifically related to starships, so we don't have to get into it. But just so you know, if we get to that point, I got all kind of bonuses for starships.
Great, cool. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting party that we have here. I had initiative rolled on the break, and with that, we are going to start this combat. I'm going to unpause the game, and Brico, you rolled the best on the initiative. So what do you want to do to start this off? Now you've got this force field, 30 foot tall force field between you and the racetrack.
Mm-hmm. Now, what is the? I assume the racetrack is just like, is it asphalt? I know it's like this floating thing, so I'm trying to think of what the material is.
We'll say asphalt.
Okay. So Brico looks down at the ground, kind of like mutters to himself. He's upset because he was going to go under, but instead it looks like if he takes a 5-foot step, he's right up on the force field. Mm-hmm. Are these kind of columns, conduits projecting the force field?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so is there a skill that I could roll now that I'm up against it to try and knock it out for the rest of the group, or at least knock a panel of it out?
Right. So yeah, you could roll an engineering check.
Okay.
Is it aidable?
Yes.
I would like to aid.
Sure. That would be your action on your turn.
Oh, well then.
Oh, you know what? Brico's gonna run up, and then he's gonna ready an aid for Chael.
Oh, right.
So when Chael steps up, Brico will try and help him get this force field down.
Okay.
Cool. Well, it's Chael's turn then.
All right. Well, Chael will then move up, and seeing the team player that Brico is like, hell yeah, brother. And is it engineering or computers or what?
Engineering.
Engineering. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So before you roll,
Yes.
Griff, will you roll your engineering to aid, or do you auto aid?
I auto aid. I'm at a plus 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm also at a plus 17, but I was the one who took the plus 2 to skills, so I'm at a plus 19 on engineering.
Well, and plus 2 with the aid. So
Yeah. So plus net
21,
plus
baby.
21, right?
yeah.
All right, that'll be a 34. Actually, a 36. Yeah.
Yeah, 36 will definitely get it. And you are able to negate a 10-foot panel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and he comes up, sees the setup, and immediately kind of like kneels down, gets in there to what I imagine is a panel, and is like, "All right, we gotta get this thing down, get in there, save old Pinvo, if we can. Also, y'all see fire demons? looks like fire demons."
They are drawing my attention. Yes.
All right, so it is now one of the huge fire elementals' turn. On this round of combat, they are just raging. They're just like blindly like thrashing about, scattering parts and asphalt and fire everywhere. Just like creating this madness of fire. Dr. Pateo, you're up.
Sure. So with his 40 feet of fly speed, he's going to get about 30 feet up in the air. He's going to, so we can get through this particular portion of the fence here. He'll just take a diagonal angle up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and get about 30 feet up.
Okay.
And he's drawing a long arm out of his lab coat as he goes, and when he gets to that height, kind of extends it out and points it in the direction of these fire elementals to get a better look at them from this distance. And that's his turn.
Okay, great. Ishay, is that right?
Ishay, yes.
Yes, Ishay, you are up.
So how much extra movement did I get with the
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so Ishay is going to, that gives her 50 total feet of movement. Oh, shite. I can't see. It's so small. I'm gonna have to zoom in. Sorry, viewers.
Here we go.
Okay. Is there a reason it's not showing me the...
Are you selected on the right deal?
Yeah. Maybe?
Where are you trying to move? I'll move you.
Just get as close to the first fire dude as possible.
What's your total movement? Why is
50
it? Yeah,
total. Yeah, that's. I was
Yeah.
like, why? Do
yeah. I
you
don't
hate
know why
me?
it's not. I don't know why it's not doing that.
You going straight through that fire?
No, without going through the fire, please. S'il vous plaît.
All right, there you go.
So that's that. I would like to. Can I do a knowledge check to see if I know what about these things?
Sure. Yeah.
What
There would
it-
be mysticism.
Oh, never mind. Just kidding. I would like to. Poop, poop.
Poop in the suit. It's no time for it.
I need to get closer.
These things, they have like the, the suck. You just poop right in it.
We engineered that in special.
I'm just gonna move forward. I'm just gonna take my action and downgrade it. Do
Okay.
another move. I cannot. I hate that there's no.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not doing.
You have a weird purple dot on you. Oh, that's about.
I don't want to get that close to it. Sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna get over here.
Yeah, are you
That's
targeting yourself?
No. I mean, I have select token and token control.
Yeah, I don't know what that purple dot is all about.
I don't even see a purple dot.
Anyway, all right, we'll figure that out later.
That's the turn.
All right, the other elemental also just rages as it's bursting out of the wreckage of the inner cycle. Top of round 2, Brico, you're up.
Right. How high up in the air is Doc?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Let's see.
Do those count against your biohacks for the day?
Yeah, for the ones that I get until my next 10-minute rest. Yeah, yeah, they're installed until tomorrow. So, yep.
Brico moves just 25 feet into the area next to this fire, and I assume these things are big enough that he could, he could kind of shoot them over the fire
for
that's
sure.
in front of them.
Yeah, they're like raging above the small fires on the.
Perfect. So as a part of his move action, he pulls out a rifle and he takes a shot.
First attack.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Okay, now Adam, this does half electricity, half fire. I assume they're not going to take the fire portion, so I'm going to roll you damage.
That is an assumption.
That is
but
an
yeah,
assumption.
Yeah.
But so it's just half and half when you have double damage types there.
So I'm at a 16 points of damage.
That's your total damage?
Total damage.
All right. Yeah, you definitely see that the fire seems to just evaporate or become part of the elemental as you hit. But the electricity does seem to shake it up a little bit. And that was on, this closest one, yes?
Yeah, that was on the closest one.
All right, great. Chael, you're up.
All right. So I will also move in. I have less movement speed than anybody else in the party.
You've got those tiny little legs.
Great for hitting the pedals, awful for running down the track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually drive when I'm trying to get somewhere fast.
Yeah. Well, it's like long haul truckers. Like they have the tiny little bird legs because they sit in their trucks all day. Yeah. So I'll move in. I will also draw my weapon as part of my movement and take a shot. Range here. I think I have a good range.
Do we have anybody in the party that has
Yeah,
mysticism?
I've got 80 feet. I have mysticism.
Yeah.
Well, and also you have your biohacker who can replace
That is
any
true.
knowledge check with life science or
Yeah.
physical science. So.
Well, a knowledge check is a
Free action.
Free action, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna take a shot. Well, I guess I'll do the knowledge check first and then shoot.
Okay.
Okay. So mysticism, which I get a +2 to all my skills.
Yep.
So I'll have a +13.
Nice.
16's not gonna get it. Nope.
17,
No, but I rolled a 5. It shouldn't be a 16.
Oh yeah, because
it didn't auto add the +2.
Right, so it's an 18.
18 total.
Yeah.
That gets it though, right?
That does not get it. No.
Okay.
Thought if I said it with conviction.
Right. Okay, so I will attack with my advanced shield rifle.
All right, and this is at the closest one to you.
Yes. I rolled a 5 again.
Yeah. No, what's your total?
14.
No, that's not going to get it. Not going to get it. All right. Again, these things just rage out. Or no, actually, on this round, they start attacking the inner cycle itself. Just like laying into the inner cycle. Dr. Pateo, what do you do?
Sure, that's this wreckage here right in the middle of the
it's kind of all over, but yeah, the bulk of it is in the middle at the finish line for
so
sure.
They're attacking the wreckage, not our good buddy who's way up here for the people at home.
Okay, so still 30 feet up in the air, Dr. Patel is going to fly 40 feet closer. He is going to use that biohacker goodness to get 38. So it says living creatures is life science, unliving is
it's living
physical science. So this would be a 38 on the life science.
All right, that will indeed get it.
Hell yeah.
So yes, I will. That pretty much is going to get you everything. So, immune to fire, obviously.
Shocking.
No.
Yep.
Has all the other elemental immunities as well. Are you guys familiar with those, or would you like a quick rundown?
I mean, I'm looking them up, but you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's bleed, critical hits, paralysis, poison, sleep effects, stunning, and flanking.
Sure.
Immune. They also have mobility.
Ooh,
fire elementals to have mobility, and their attacks are burning strikes, which gives them a critical burn effect to their attacks. And that's pretty much it. I mean, they're just a big ball of fire outside of that, you know.
Sure.
Hard.
Okay.
So that's a move action to take 20 on that.
Okay. Yep. So that would be your turn. End of my turn. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Ishay.
Okay. Ishay is going to attempt something. Y'all, this is the first time I've played this kind of character, so we'll see. We'll see. Don't be mad at me, Heath. I'm trying.
Why would I be mad at you?
I don't know, because... All right,
Ishay soldier
is going to...
I built.
You built it, that's why. I want to do the cool thing that I have, the opening volley. So I'm going to shoot at it first.
Yep,
but
that's the thing.
I'm going to do a full attack.
You can't. You just moved, right? Oh, no, you didn't. You didn't.
Nope.
Yep. All right. Let's full attack. Which one are you full attacking?
So this one.
All right, great. If you double right click it, we'll target it for what it's worth.
There it is. Okay, so first things first, attack. It's a full attack. Roll them. Okay, 14 against KC. That's probably not gonna hit. However, I'm now going to run up. Wait, am I? Because I didn't hit.
Well, you have your other attack. You did a full attack, so you have to do your other attack.
Fun thing, I have nimble fuselage.
Okay.
So I can do a full attack and move, and I can use my movement speed at any point during that as long as I do not split it.
I see. That's cool. Do you want to attack with your second attack, then move, or do you want to move and then... Because, like, you could still hit with your ranged, right?
I'm going to stay back since I didn't get... Yeah, I'm going to attack again from ranged. Oh, what the damn hell? Okay, all right. Well, congratulations. I did it.
Gracious.
So you do have a move if you'd like to do it.
I mean, I kind of want to stay where I'm at.
All right, great. Yeah, the other elemental starts tearing into the bike as well. And then at the top of this round, I'm going to roll a d4.
Yeesh.
Let's see. So, Emily, Ishe is going to be 1. Dr. Pateo will be 2. Chael is going to be 3. And Bricka is going to be 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bricko.
Okay.
Oh,
Go.
man. All right. I need you to roll a reflex save as another racer bends the corner and he comes barreling down the track with barely any time to get out of the way and coming right for you. Roll a reflex.
Ooh.
That's not bad because I'm pretty good at reflex.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the only save I'm good at. So that's a 25.
All right. You save. You're able to just lean out of the way as this inner cycle is weaving through all this wreckage and stuff and does not hit you. We'll say that was what's her name? The kid.
Oh, no.
The shard or something.
No, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't be her because this is third place. This is probably the racer of Sanjabal.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Rico, you're up.
Right.
All right. Rico's going to move right behind Ishe,
Okay.
and he has his little data pad still just projecting an image, and he's looking through it, and he finally gets an image of a digital clock, and then you see it start to just tick backwards as time slows down. And I need both of the elementals to make me a will save.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's nice.
Okay. All right. They're not super good at those, Griffin.
I'd hope not.
All right. That is a natural 1 and a natural 20.
Oh.
Hey.
You know what that means, though?
That's a Dale fact.
Time for a Dale fact.
When I roll natural 20s too.
Anybody.
You're a
Anybody
player.
on the cast? All
I've
right,
made
cool.
a decision.
All right, it's been made. Decision's been made. Wait. I gotta get the sound. Here we go.
Okay, here it comes. There he goes.
Dale fact.
That's Dale cruising by first place in Talladega.
All right, what we got, Heath?
All right, we're gonna start basic. Not everybody's a Dale fan like I am. Dale Earnhardt Sr. is one of 3 NASCAR drivers in history to accrue 7 Cup championships. The other 2 are Richard Petty, who drove his entire career before the advent of restrictor plates, and the other is Jimmy Johnson, who won 5 in a row.
Well,
Wow. Jeez.
that's a thing I know now. Thank you, sir.
Still prefer Dale.
Gonna
Dale
need a
facts.
sidebar on restrictor plates
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Later.
The cars started going too fast at super speedways and killing people, so they had to put a limiting thing on the engine so they would top out at 200 and a few miles an hour instead of getting up to, I think they got up to 212, 213 at times.
Negative.
And it
Okay.
got real dangerous. You can thank
Yeah.
Bill Elliott for that.
Wow.
Okay.
So the one that rolled the natural 1 is staggered for 7 rounds. 'Cause I have cast
7?
slow.
Woo.
Jeez.
Wow, 7 rounds. Okay, that is the one closest to you, the one that you've been targeting. So is now staggered, can only move or attack. Huge
That is massive.
play there. Okay, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
All right, chill.
Okay, so as my move action, I would like Chael to use. I took barricade, so as a move action, I can stack and reinforce objects or that are small. That are too small or too fragile to provide cover into a single square of adjacent cover. So I can give myself a little bit of cover.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I imagine with this big explosion that there's enough little scrap
Oh, yeah,
around.
you're like
basically.
right next to like a flaming heap of
Right.
metal. So yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. The barricade grants partial cover against attacks with line of effect that pass through it. Yeah, so partial cover.
Okay.
Okay. And then I will take another shot with my advanced shield rifle, which does have the buttressing feature, which gives me a bonus to, I believe, AC from getting cover. So when activated, this weapon exudes subtle static charges, yada, 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 granting them additional resilience from incoming attacks. After you make an attack with this weapon, you increase the AC bonus you gain from cover by 1.
That's great. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
There will be a
The
buttress.
problem is I'm not very good at hitting with this gun, but it's just after I attack with it, not after I hit with it.
Right. Right.
So we'll take another shot with the advanced shield rifle.
Go, go. Ooh, okay.
19. Probably not.
That is a miss.
Okay.
Oh, oof. Okay.
So what? So partial. What does partial cover give you?
2. So you'll get.
So I'll have
you'll
a
be at
plus
3.
3 to AC.
Yep.
Nice. I made him very defensive.
Nice. All right. Third round. The elementals now are going to move towards Pinvo.
There it is.
That's going to be its turn to move up on Pinvo. All right, I moved the wrong one here.
Nope.
Move that one back. All right. Dr. Pateo, you're up.
Damn it. He was really hoping he could figure out a way to get there faster. He just wanted to make sure he knew everything he could about these guys before he gets there. So he is he's gonna fly. Is 30 feet up high enough to get over these pylons over here, the glowing finish line markers?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, great. He's gonna come over here, and he's gonna swift action activate his voice amplifier, leave, and he is just going to bellow at that elemental. And say, you just get right away from him now! And it's oh man, okay, wrong build for this character, but in desperation, forgot I took those ranks out of Intimidate and put them in something else. That's a total of 12. 12 on the Intimidate check to try and get its attention.
That's not going to do it.
Dude.
No. All right.
Jason, you outthought yourself on that one. All right, everybody.
All right, Shay.
All right. Ishay sees it rolling up on our good buddy. I'm going to use my entire movement speed to get right schmear. And I'm close enough, yeah, because I'm within.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna sword cane as she runs up. She's like, ah! And she like pulls out a cane and unsheaths it, and is gonna give it the old whack.
So before you do that, I got some bad news.
No, you don't.
I do.
No.
That's going to provoke an opportunity attack. It's got reach.
You know what?
Hey, what?
Okay.
You do have mobility.
Yeah. That's
All right, good. So you'll get a +4 to this.
Yeah.
+4 to your AC, rather. All right, that is 31 against your KAC.
Yeah. All right. That hits.
All right. That's going to deal 18 points of fire and bludgeoning damage.
Ew.
So yeah, like
but
it's
also,
like runs up to Pinvo, and then you run up behind it, and it just lashes out with one of its big, kind of ape-like fists that's fully on fire.
It's going to take 1d6 of electricity damage.
Oh, you got one of those annoying as hell things.
6. Yes, I have an electrostatic field.
I hate those.
But
But I have one on Zickle too, so.
Oh
it's
yeah,
fine.
I don't want to hear it.
All right, great.
Yeah, so now I'm up there and I'm gonna give the old smackaroonie. Come on, please be awesome. That's the opposite of awesome.
That is definitely the opposite of awesome.
Yes.
All right, the other one can only move, which it will do, to move up on Pinvo.
Damn it.
Oh, come on, guys. You're gonna let Pinvo die?
No.
Really?
It's not the plan.
Technically, we're not sure that he's alive. So.
All
right.
By choice.
So on the inner cycle per rounds die roll, I rolled pretty low, which means this round, another one of you is going to have to dodge an inner cycle.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So, at this point, now it's going to be Ishay as 1, the Doctor as 2, Bricko as 3, and Chael as 4.
Okay.
All right, very lucky, guys. It's Dr. Pateo, which means that you don't even have to move because the thing's you're not in the way.
Just cruise right under me.
Yeah, you're flying, right? Yeah, you're flying.
Nice.
All right,
nice.
great. Bricko, you're up.
All right. Rico's gonna move. "30 feet up. And he's going to ready an action.
Okay.
So he has a spell called Remote Pilot.
Oh.
If he sees a racer coming towards the group, he's going to cast that spell at their bike and direct it to either away from us or to try and create a diversion for our boy.
That's incredible.
That's great.
Just have him smash into the elemental.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to kill them either.
Listen,
so
that's eliminating competition.
No, make sure it's Elon and then smash it into the.
I'm ready for Elon. I'm gonna have to wait a while if it's Elon.
So the bike that just passed you was actually from Captain Cutter's Scoundrels.
Ooh.
It's Captain Cutter herself zipped by and you dodged out of the way. We'll see what the next one's going to be. Okay. I love that play. That's brilliant.
It's great.
Chael, you're up.
Okay, so as my move action, I would like to enable combat tracking on the nearest of the elementals, which will give me a +2 to hit. So maybe I can actually hit with this gun.
Okay.
And then I'll take a shot. Try to keep it simple, stupid,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I'm rolling doo-doo.
Man.
That's a 13 total.
All right. The elementals on this turn just rage. They just do a huge sign of intimidation. They're basically beating their chest, just screaming out at the crowd, just
Stop.
Yikes.
Dr. Pateo, you're up.
Okay. Seeing that there's no way he can get to his buddy there. Is there? Could I do a medicine check to just from this distance, or is there no way to see if he's alive and breathing, or there's too much fire in the way?
I mean, it would take you an action to do that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, instead, he's gonna set his heavy bipod and on his rifle and take his first shot.
But you're flying, so what are you setting it on?
His hand. You can actually as a forward grip.
Okay,
sweet. One of the uses for it. Yep.
Cool.
And so I think we've hurt the one on the right more, team. Is that correct? Is that the one that Rico
It's actually the one on the left.
One on the left. Okay. So I'm going to focus fire on that one, and he's going to take a shot with his Costa Jet Decimator. And we'll see how this goes. Norse Foundry.
I believe in you.
Okay, 11 on the die for a total of 21 versus EAC.
That is a hit.
Yes. Okay, all right. So this is going to be a total of 4 and 2. So 6, 7, 8, 9 points of acid damage against it.
That all goes through.
Okay.
Zips it right through. All right. Ishay, great turn. All right, Ishay, you're up.
Ishay is going to attempt a feint.
Okay.
So I do that. Nope. Okay. I sure try to do that.
So you're just gonna roll a bluff roll.
Sorry, I was
and this is that's okay. It's gonna be against my sense motive or CR plus 15.5, which thank you for that math, everybody.
It's good. It's good stuff. A 21 against whatever.
Against whatever?
I mean, not whatever, but whichever one of those is the higher.
No, that's not going to get it.
Well, fine. I'm going to smack it
Okay.
with my sword cane.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
Foundry, I think I'm switching. I think I may be switching.
Physical dice.
Yeah. Go from electric foundry to Norse foundry.
I just
You
hate
should
doing
maybe start
math.
using my paradoxes just so you can roll.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, that was terrible.
Thanks, Adam. Fuck you.
I literally don't even have my physical dice because I'm
Right.
leaving.
Right. I'm really sorry. I'm an old man, so I'm going to pee really quick
Sure.
before we start this next round. However, I got good news for you, Griffin. There's a bike coming around the corner on this round.
Ooh,
And it's
okay.
Elon Musk in his
Musk
brand
with
new
his Musk
Ferrari. It's the Cybertruck,
Oh,
He's in a
God.
Cybertruck in a bike race.
right?
I gotta figure out which dice
a
I
bike.
want to use.
Has wheels.
I
Okay.
do have some dice here. They're plastic though and suck, but they're not Foundry.
Yeah. Oh man, we're in a bad spot.
Yeah, we haven't been able to hit these guys.
Yeah. Let's see. So what do we want to do? I mean, obviously, we'd like to roll higher numbers.
I'm gonna try and roll this. I'm gonna try and roll this bike into this.
Roll.
What's gonna happen?
Nice. All right. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-bum. Yeah. All right. There he is.
All right. So we're at the top, round 5. You have a ready to action here, Griff.
I do.
That's going to happen as the ThomTech bike comes around the corner. And you are going to use your ready to action to remote pilot this bike, right?
Oh, sure, I'm gonna try.
All right, let's give it a shot. So we're kind of, I'm sure we're going to be winging it here in some aspect of the rules. Just give me what you have to roll, and I'll try to set a fair DC.
So you've got a saving throw if it is piloted.
Okay, it is piloted.
So, uncontrolled or unsecured vehicles are automatically affected by the spell. If you attempt to affect a controlled vehicle, the pilot can attempt a piloting check with a DC equal to 11 plus your caster level to negate the effect.
All right, what is your piloting score, Griff?
My piloting score is a plus 16.
All right, I'm probably going to beat this.
I thought you might. I mean, he might shout out like, "There's danger on the track! Jump off the bike!"
Well, you would think I'd pass it, but that was a natural 1 on the dice, dude. No lie.
Amazing.
Just like the Eoxian, whichever one of I guess their main pilot that's got that's normally driving it, just feels the handlebars change direction. And I drive him straight into.
No, what is happening to my motorbike?
I'm driving him straight into.
I'm Ghost Rider, damn it!
Yeah, I'm taking him right into the one that is kind of like Ishay is kind of threatening.
This one right here, right?
Because the other one's slowed, so at least.
Well, okay. So what I'm going to do is then roll a reflex save on the elemental, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which I rolled a 4 on the die. Let's see what that takes it
Let's
to.
go.
That'll do. That'll
Get
do.
murdered.
Yeah, that's not enough to beat the DC by one. By the way,
We're still in the money though.
That's still maths, baby. That's still maths.
so that's going to deal 5d10.
5
man.
bludgeoning damage.
Fuck it.
So Griffin, go ahead and roll that. You
Do
can
it.
roll that.
Oh, 5d10s, baby.
To quote the great Dale Earnhardt, you win some, you lose some, you wreck some.
That'll do.
28.
Yeah,
28. Wow.
28. Okay.
That's huge. Big hit. And that was your ready to action. So you actually still have your whole turn ahead of you at this, because this is now the top of the round. So you've got your whole turn. However, we'll save that. What do you want to do?
Okay, I need to keep this thing from attacking, at least from attacking our buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only way I can do that is in range. I believe I am. Let's see, close. Yeah, I still got it. So I start to like rewind time, and none of you can really see anything, but I'm like looking this elemental directly in the eyes and just kind of like moving back the clock as I cast time loop at it.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So I need
Love
a will
it.
save.
Oh
Love
man.
it.
I might got you here on this though. Unfortunately,
It's okay. Something still
it's
happens if you succeed.
it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 just gets it.
Ooh.
However, you ignore the time loop, but you're off target for 7 rounds.
Okay. For 7 rounds. God, what?
You would have been confused and entangled
Oh wow.
for the duration.
Well, really, it's 1 round just on repeat, you know?
Yeah. Well, technically speaking.
Okay. All right. Well, you got him off target.
And then I'm actually going to move up. Or wait, did I? I don't think I
You haven't moved, no.
Yeah.
I'm going to move up because I want to be right next to my ally in case I need to use a paradox.
All right. For those of you keeping track at home, Griffin cast a spell before he moved into a threatened square and then moved into a threatened square. That's good starfighting.
Big brain.
Yeah.
All right, chill. You're up.
Paradoxing, baby.
That's paradoxing, baby.
Yeah, I mean, are they've just been doing melee attacks?
They haven't attacked anything really
Except
other
the wreck?
except the wreck. Yeah.
Dash the bite.
Pardon.
Oh yeah.
Pardon.
Oh yeah, you had the one
Yeah.
opportunity
Attack.
attack. Yeah.
But that was a melee attack.
That was
so-
melee. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. I just feel like Chael's like way off in the back, making sure he's like holed up behind the shield on his gun and the cover is built like for
Like,
no
I got it
reason
from back here,
whatsoever.
fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's kind of who he is. But I'm really scared to full attack.
Yeah. Probably not a good idea.
But I don't want to
Fortunately, we
move
haven't,
out of my
like-
cover either, so I don't know what to do with my move action.
We haven't
Shoot him,
debuffed him in
man.
an AC way, I don't think, which is the tough part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all my other stuff is like hacking stuff. I mean, fuck it. You know what I'll do? I'll full attack and just hope for a Dale fact, you know?
Okay. Okay.
We're all hoping for Dale facts, Heath.
Yep. Okay. Attack. Full attack. But I do still have a +2 from my combat tracking is still on this guy.
Right.
Okay.
21. No, it's a 23.
All right,
Against
that's a
KC.
hit. That's
Is
a hit.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Praise hell, praise Chael, baby. That's 12 electric and piercing.
All right, that all goes through, man.
Nice.
All right.
That's nice.
And we'll try one more with the full attack. That one's a 3 on the die. Bless up for Dale, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Number
not
3
gonna get it.
himself.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a hit. I'm happy. One hit of combat's about all I can expect from this character.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. for this situation because he's off target. Like normally, it's just he does a full round of damage on your boy, but because he's off target, I'm gonna roll a D100.
Okay.
51 and up, you get an extra round. 50 and below, you don't get an extra round. I'm not gonna tell you how many rounds you got.
Okay. I thought that was going to be a lot more scary than it was.
Okay.
That was an 86.
Oh.
So that's good. You get an extra round.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've already
gotcha.
forgotten what you said.
so that's good. Because of the off target, you've bought your
An
friend.
extra round.
Yeah, Penvo, an extra round. Dr.
Okay.
Potato, you're up.
All right. Yeah, hearing what Griff was saying about reducing AC. Gosh. Left or right? I think we've done a lot
Right
more
is
damage
now-
to the one on the right. Yeah.
Right now
So-
is the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna line up a full attack against him. I'm gonna include, and I'm hoping to include just a basic inhibitor on the first shot for sure against him, and the second shot as well. Then I'll be out of biohacks, but I want to make sure. Yeah, we get this. All right, first shot on him is a 14 on the die. That's going to be a total of a 22 versus EAC.
That's with the -4 adjustment.
It's a -2 because of the heavy bipod on full attack. Yep.
Sweet. All right. Well, that is a hit.
Okay. So that'll be snake eyes. 5 points of acid damage.
Okay. Well, that all goes through, but the bigger thing here is the debuff, right?
Yeah, -2 to AC. Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
All
then
right.
I'm gonna let's see. I'm going to
How long does that last? Do you know?
I can 8 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically the rest of the fight.
Basically, the rest of the fight. Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna attack him again. Hoping we can at least bring one of them down. Maybe. 3 on the die. That's not gonna do it. Okay,
All right. Hey,
that's it.
that debuff is good. That debuff is the most important part of that turn. Ishe, you're up.
Okay. Ishe is going to. I'm going to attempt another feint on this guy, just so we can kind of bring it down. You know what I'm saying? Come on, be awesome. Okay, 25.
Meets beats.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
So,
That'll do.
Yeah, I had to really stop and do the math there because it's so close.
so
yeah,
he is now
meets beats.
flat-footed.
Okay, because that's the only way you can get it flat-footed since it can't be flanked.
So it seems. And
That's great.
now I'm going
Combo.
to attack. BT Dubs, I have improved. That's why I'm doing this as a move action. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is okay. All right. 18 plus 11 is 29.
You got it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
did
good.
it.
Yeah.
I did the math too.
Did
Are
it.
you proud?
What
I
kind
am
of dice
really
do
proud of
roll
you.
For your weapon.
Huh?
What kind of dice do you roll for your weapon?
D4s. Wait, is that right? That's not right.
What are you attacking
D6s.
with?
The sword cane.
No, I'm sorry. It is my sword. It is a D4. Yeah. Is that okay?
It's just 1d4.
It's 2d4 plus 5.
Okay.
Debating.
It's not worth that. It's not
Not
worth
worth
it.
it.
I can change your die value to one of my paradox values because I'm next to you. But you
So-
roll such low dice.
Yeah.
If you had like a D12 weapon, I'd change it to I'd use my 14 and make it a 12 automatically.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah,
your
no.
die are so low, it's
Yeah.
I don't have
It's
a
not really
paradox.
worth it.
However,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is included. I'm gonna roll the dice. All right, so that's 13.
Okay.
Is my because I get to add my yes, it is included. I get to add my soldier level because of finesse striker. All right.
Yeah.
13 piercing.
That's great. That's
There we
really
go.
great. Got it bloodied.
We
y'all.
did the
Got it
thing.
bloodied. Yes. One of them is bloodied.
Huzzah!
Heath, you were worried this
Okay.
fight wasn't going to take long.
I was.
Yeah.
I forgot that we don't do a lot of damage.
Yeah, well, it's also level 7. You know, it's
Yeah.
no small thing here. All right, yeah. So, elementals are doing their thing. As I said, you bought Pinvo around. Round 6 happens. No bite comes around the corner.
Oh, yay.
There's a big distance between place 4 and 5. So, Brico,
There's a
you're up.
gap in the pack.
There's a gap in the pack, as apparently they say.
They do.
I'm going to assume that they say that. All right, Brico, you're up.
I think Brico, even if he's in this thing's range, is gonna eat an AOO to fire, because he still wants to be next to his ally to just in case. But he's gonna go ahead and
Provoke that AOO.
provoke the AOO, but he flips 3 switches on the side of his rifle and then like bumps the stock, and it goes as he uses the boost feature.
Nice.
Yeah, well, I hit you with the 26.
Shit, you revealed the result. You wouldn't have if I used a anomaly. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
Would
it's
you
okay.
like to use it? I'm
I'll save
new at playing
I'll save it.
playing with the precog
Um,
too, so you know.
You hit me, but I'm still gonna fire at you.
All right. So the damage that I deal is 23 points of fire and bludgeoning damage.
Good thing I'm resistant to fire 5.
Good.
Ooh. Okay, it's a 14 on the die, so that goes to a 26.
That's a hit.
Nice. Nice. Let's go.
Woot.
Double 6s here. Now, granted, half my damage is gonna go away in a second, but it's 21 points of electricity and fire, so 10 electricity.
All right. So yeah, just 10 of that goes through.
Yep.
Doing it. Doing
Still,
Okay.
still,
Okay.
that's a hit. You know. All right. Chael.
I don't know. I guess I can just keep. I'm just gonna waste a bunch of ammo. Trying to do this.
Well, now his AC is way down.
Yeah, I mean,
It's down by 4.
yeah,
at
that's
this
true.
point.
Okay, then
Flat-footed.
I'll shoot for the Dale then. All right,
I'll shoot for the Dale.
let's put a Dale on him. Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, that was so close to
19.
getting out to 20.
No, that's a 21.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is a 21. That's a hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Hit number 1.
Yeah.
Ooh,
20
Ooh,
electric
that's a
and piercing
big hit.
damage.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
Great hit.
Get
that
'em.
is good. That's
Yeah.
solid. Hey,
All right, and a dirty 20.
20.
That hits because of all the debuffs going on here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Would have taken all the debuffs.
And
for that.
23 electric and piercing.
Oh,
We didn't
that's
get the
enough.
Dale, but we put the pain on him.
Yeah.
That's enough to take him down.
Oh, I got the kill.
Yes.
Yeah. And he like for this turn, chill behind this little cover. He's got the shield rifle, so it's got like a little shield barrier too.
Yeah,
Like he's very scared of like getting shot, you know.
Fair enough.
But is like more and more worried about Pinvo.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
a weird name, Pinvo. Okay.
And both.
Every turn, and finally like kind of gets his shit together, you know, and like takes a couple deep breaths, and then just starts blah blah blah, you know, going after him. Is like, you're not gonna take my buddy down. And does take that elemental down.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's a huge kill there. Really great job.
Awesome.
The crowd that's still in the stands is going crazy because like the race is still going on, right? Only 4 of the 13, or I'm sorry, yeah, only 4 of the 13 competitors have crossed the finish line. And here is Redshift Revolution's pit crew out here fighting fire elementals in the middle of a qualifying heat for the biggest race in the entire galaxy.
This is
If
the
it
greatest.
Tell you.
This is the greatest moment of my entire
If
life.
this wasn't a heat, it is now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Dr. Teo, you're up.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I am going to try to maybe free up an action for Ishe, and he's going to try an improved feint as well against this guy. If I can do that from range, and that will be only a 17. That
Not
probably
gonna
won't
get
do
it. No.
Okay. And then he'll just take a single shot with his last biohack of the day, load it up, and try and get him with that. Okay, 24 versus EAC. We'll do it.
That'll get it. Yep.
Nice.
So he's got a -2 to AC plus 11 points of damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
What
right.
type of damage?
Oh, sorry, that's acid damage.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep.
All right, that all goes through. Ishe, you're up.
All right, Ishe's gonna full attack, attempt to shoot with the pistol first.
Okay.
Oh, 19. Okay, this is my lucky purple die. BT dubs.
Okay.
I can do this. This 11 minus 4. I lied. I can't do that. 19 plus 11 minus 4.
26.
That many.
Yep.
That hits, right?
It does hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, 6 piercing. And
9?
then what did I say?
You
I
said
flipped
6?
it. Sorry,
Yeah,
got that
yeah.
upside down dyslexia.
Nice.
Movement. Going to move up next to him. I know that's probably gonna provoke.
It's gonna provoke.
That's
Yep.
okay.
All right. Ooh, just let me get a crit. That would be
I
really,
really wish you
sweet.
wouldn't.
Oh wait, hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
I'm not
Hold
gonna
on.
say what it is.
Can I do this at range? Gotta look. I'm sorry. I'm new to this character. Some of the things I get to do at range, some I don't.
Done.
I'm gonna.
What do you think? You guys think he can do it at range?
I
think
hope
you can do
so.
it.
It just says as a reaction when an attack is declared, but before the result is known, you can use a paradox to grant an ally an insight bonus to AC until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
probably no range on that as long as you can see your ally.
Mhm.
And you're within 30 feet, and nothing is less than 30 feet in this game.
You get a
so-
+3 to your AC as I burn my shitty 3 paradox as a reaction.
Nice.
Oh, nice. A great use for that.
Yeah, it is. That is.
All right, so what does that take your AC to?
With a +3, that's gonna take my. I'm assuming this is K. Or this is E.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
And I'm sorry, +2,
plus 3.
3.
+3. 25.
Do you have mobility?
I do.
Yep.
Because of mobility, that misses. I mean, because
Nice.
of the
Because
bonus
of-
and
yes.
mobility. Yeah,
Bonus
You
yeah.
have that all
Awesome.
around too,
The
just
whole
in
round.
case something else were to hit you, but I don't think they will.
Thank
Nice.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Amazing.
No, fun fact for Ishe, not only does she have mobility, she has slippery shooter as well, so a +3 if she provokes
From
from
shooting.
ranged attacks in melee. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Okay,
she's basically
okay.
got mobility for both moving through and shooting.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
So, wait,
so you.
hold on, Hoss.
I know.
got
That's what I'm saying.
mine.
I
Okay.
know. I say you moved. You're up there. You're going to attack.
Oh, I can do this 12 plus 11. 23.
23 is a hit.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Sorry, I made a dumb sound. Okay, 9 piercing damage.
9 piercing.
Ta-da!
Nice.
We're
Okay,
doing it.
not-
We're doing
Yeah,
it.
there you guys are doing great. You guys are
And
doing
now
great.
that thing's done its reaction.
It's true. It is its turn, so it gets it right back, though.
shit.
It is going to use its turn,
You did great.
and it pummels
Why?
Penvo.
Why not
Well,
me?
technically, it only gets 1 attack, so just
Yeah.
staggered.
I'm.
It's fine. No, that the staggered one is dead.
I don't think so. This one.
Oh
was
wait, no,
staggered.
this is the staggered
this one.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it does one attack anyway, and it just pummels Penvo. Like he's already on the ground unconscious. It just
Dang.
still not dead.
Oh.
I will tell you. You have one round to save Penvo.
One attack.
One round. If you do not save him in this next round, he will die.
Doc's gotta get in there, man.
Okay.
Rico, you're up.
Oh shoot. Okay. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I don't have a lot of healing. I don't have any healing. Is the true thing.
Anybody have stabilize?
I do have stabilize. And can I hit him? Yes, I can. I stabilize him.
All right, you bought him one more round.
Okay.
All right. And then I don't have anything else I can really do here. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off because as much as I want to go help Ishay, I'm not a melee combatant.
Good.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Shale.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use my move action to switch my combat tracking onto the currently still alive enemy, and I will take one shot.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's a 2 on the dice.
Oh, no.
No good.
He's trying.
Dr. Pateo.
Okay. And we can't, Griff, we can't change that 2 to one of your 15s or anything like that.
I can't. He's
Too far away.
too
I
far
can't
away.
do it for attack rolls for allies. I can only do it for my own attack rolls. I can change your damage die, but like I have a limit
Gotcha.
of stuff I can do with the paradoxes. So.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Seeing this, Dr. Pateo has already pumped him full of an inhibitor, so he's going to full attack, holding on to that bipod against this guy. First attack, 18 on the die. We'll do it.
Yeah, they'll do it.
Let's do it. And that's going to be 11 points of acid damage
Okay.
on the first shot, and the second shot comes out, and that's a 15 on the die for a 23.
Yeah, that'll get
And
it.
that's going to be only 6 damage.
Still.
on the second attack. Yeah.
Big turn. You got that one bloodied now.
Yeah.
Did that do any? Oh my gosh.
No,
debuffs?
he's out of that. But the debuffs remain. It still is at -2.
Yeah,
AC.
I got him on the last time.
And
yeah.
that is that? I'm sorry. Was that shaken?
-2 to AC.
But it
It's
is
just a
still
flat.
staggered for one more round, actually.
I'm looking for what
7?
condition is on, so I can know.
Staggered.
Okay, so I can attempt for shaking. Okay.
Are they shakenable?
Or no, flat-footed. That's what I want to go for.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's my turn. So
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to bluff against. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
19.
That'll get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a feint.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a feint, so that's gonna be flat-footed. And now I will attack it. Give it a whack 'em. Actually, I'm gonna shoot it. So I can do that.
Still have the +3.
Yeah, you're going to provoke. But you have...
That's a natural 1.
Oh.
let me see if my attack hits you.
For natural ones, I should give like a Kyle Busch fact or something.
Oh no!
Bush
Look, cow.
That's a 31 against your AC +6.
Yeah.
That hits even with +6 to your AC?
31.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's less than
29.
25. Yeah, okay. Is your AC 25 or
23.
okay, yes, that hits. That does hit. All right, that
Does
is
that
going to do
include-
21. Yeah, that's everything. That's 21 points of fire and bludgeoning damage
That's fine.
to Ishay.
That's great. I love it. 21. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Shit.
You got toughness, BB.
Yeah. It's all. So I ain't even scared. I ain't scared. I'm a little scared.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. No stabilize, no nothing is going to prevent your friend from dying. He cannot take another hit. Stabilize bottom this round. Don't waste your turn, Griffin.
Okay.
He's going to die on the next round unless you take this thing out or actually heal him. Round 8. Here's the other bad news as another bite comes around the corner.
No.
Here comes. Oh, who's this going to be? This is going to be
Elon
Sandoval.
fucking Musk.
No, it's going to be Sandoval.
Sandoval.
Again?
Did they already come?
They were
Oh,
third.
Third. Yeah.
They're third. All right.
Yeah.
So we had Terminator, then Redshift, then Sandoval, and then Captain Cutter, right?
Yep.
All right.
Then I took the Eoxian group.
Then the
Yeah.
in the Oxygen.
Tech.
It's Elon Musk is who it is.
Yeah, let's make it Elon.
Oh.
Yeah, why not?
Make it Elon.
Yeah. let's
We're having
why
fun here.
not?
Let's
Why
make
not?
let's make it Elon.
In his fucking Cybertruck.
All right.
Gold plated now.
All right. So we're looking at Ishe is 1, Rico is 2, Doc is 3, and Chael is 4. Here we go.
Bring it on,
Okay.
bitch.
Yeah, it's me. He must be running the high side.
All right. It's you.
He's me.
Rico actually.
Rico.
Oh, perfect.
No. I'm sorry. It's gonna be Ishe.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
What
I
is
need a
that?
reflex save.
Here. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Here comes the
Can you replace
5d10.
those?
I can replace my own.
Okay.
It's fine.
You-
We're gonna ask you that for the entire. Anytime something bad happens,
Again,
it's just
if you
gonna turn
replace
into,
it,
hey,
can I make
hey
that
man,
15?
can you replace that?
Emily, this is not good. Ishe is gonna take 5d10 bludgeoning damage here.
It was the Cybertruck.
You're gonna take. Let's not say bad. 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. That puts me into my HP by 1.
Okay. All right. Not as bad as it could be. But yeah, Elon Musk is just like, oh god, oh shit.
Yeah. I don't have
Just
time to look at my steering wheel right now. I'm buying Twitter.
Yeah, like, oh, but I'm not actually gonna buy it. Oh,
I'm-
shit,
I'm
sorry,
flexing
ran
on
into
people
you.
pretending to buy Twitter.
Yeah. Rico, you're up.
Man.
Dang.
Okay.
I mean, this thing is less than half away from being dead.
Like, I hear you, Adam. Just tell the dice that. Shit.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, you have rolled real bad.
He's already slowed by me. I mean, I could.
Just reverse time and devolve it into
Yeah.
a baby fire elemental
Yeah,
that's
Right.
just like a bug.
You know, yeah, would that I could, but that's a fourth level spell, not a third. The devolve into
okay.
baby is actually a fourth
You're
level.
just shy of
makes
that one.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes
Well,
sense.
you'll get to
I'll
it in this
over the course of
adventure.
this
Yeah,
adventure, yeah. By the time we're 10, I got devolve into baby, baby. So
It gets up to devolve to fetus, you know?
Yeah. But right now, I'm just going to use a time loop because, again, half my damage these things don't take.
Right.
So I need a will save.
All right.
Now, if somebody can get him the fuck out of here, if this fails, then he's going to be safe.
No, that's a pass though.
Okay, well, he is off target for 7 rounds.
So he just stays off target. Or no, this
The
one
other
is
guy
you.
was the one that
Yeah.
was off target the first time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's good
Yeah, that's
for
good.
not hitting Pinvo.
Yeah, that buys a 50% chance of buying another round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, so that is a thing that you just did. You know.
Oh, don't say it like that.
No,
It's
no,
good.
I mean, like, I realized as I was saying it that was a shitty way to say it. But what I mean is, like, there's not very few ways that you could have bought Pinvo another round at this point, and that is one of them.
Okay, I'm running up to Pimbo.
All right, let's
Yeah, we'll
provoke.
be damned.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it.
All right.
All right.
Because the only other way I'm going to try and buy shit for Pimbo is now that I'm next to him, I'm going to start using my thing.
Ooh, that might be a miss with a 21
That is
against
a miss.
KC. Yeah.
Yay!
All right. All right.
Oh, thank
Chael,
God.
you're up.
Yeah, I mean, we're just, risking it for the biscuit over here. I'm just going to full attack because I don't have a lot I can do otherwise.
All right, let's go.
Yep. But I do get, I do have combat tracking on him. So that's a 13
Nope.
and a
There you go.
22.
22 is going to hit, my friend.
Okay. Okay. Let's see this. Not bad.
19 electric and piercing.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Good.
good. It's real good. This thing is close. It's close,
Okay.
Dr. Pateo. You've done enough damage in the past to take this thing out, but you would have to hit with 2 attacks.
I'd have to hit it twice. Okay.
Yeah.
So hear me out. Dr. Pateo has as an emergency action, he can look. He has stowed in his Costajet decimator. That sounds
I
so
thought for
ridiculous
sure
to
you
say
were
this.
about to say cheek pouches.
Yeah. No. He can load serums into his injection weapons and deliver them that way. And he keeps, as a emergency use kind of thing, he can shoot an ally with a serum essentially,
Right.
and deliver some healing to him.
Yeah.
Is it better for me to try and hit our buddy with the serum, or try and take out the elemental?
hit him with the serum.
Okay. All
Because
right.
Adam said you need, without getting some kind of
Without-
healing on him, he's doomed, basically.
Okay, got it. So I'm gonna fly 40 feet over here by the fire, so that I can.
Epic shot for
Yeah.
the movie version of
Yeah.
this.
Right,
by the
right,
way.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like the Strix is just like
Yeah.
flies over, lines up with the one healing serum that they have, loaded in, right?
Yeah. Adam, can you move it to my turn in combat, and then
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
be
sure,
able to
sure.
move him. Thank you very
Yep.
much. All right, and so he flies over this way, gets around the cover, and toggles on the healing shot, and sends that at our man here. All right.
So you are gonna have to roll to hit on this one because this is not one of your party members.
Yeah. Are you
you
sure I wouldn't
serious?
have attuned to him?
How many
for
can you
the day?
attune to?
I can my custom micro lab.
need
I
six.
can.
More than 3, for sure.
Yeah.
It's more than 3, and you're specifically.
Yeah, if it's more
your
than
whole
3,
job
then,
is
yeah.
monitoring this pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. It's more than 3 is almost certainly. I know it to be the case. So
Yeah, because-
yes,
Yeah.
you would have him. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, if it automatically hits, then it's just it's a level 1 or a Mark 1 healing serum.
Woo!
Okay.
So basic stuff. 3 points of healing.
That's
is all
better
that's
than
stuffed
no
in
points
there.
of healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
Okay.
time.
Yep.
All right. It is.
Okay.
It is that. Okay. Shay, you're up.
Full attack or no? Yeah,
Yeah.
let's risk it. Let's just fucking do it. All right, first we're gonna go sword. No, that's a miss. That's a 9 on the die, so no.
Are you sure? Because he is debuffed. What would that take
Yeah.
it to?
I mean, plus 11 minus 4
Why are you going sword first?
because I'm up here on him, and then I'm
It's
gonna
close.
move back.
It's close.
Just saying, if you shoot your gun, I know it provokes, but you'll get a +2 to
Well,
your
he's
sword
already
attack
spent
after
his
It's already
reaction.
AO'd me, so.
Yeah.
There's no AOO to worry about.
Because of the type of soldier you are, oh no, it's the first time.
Yeah, I was
first
just
turn.
gonna say, I was like,
your
did I
first time
misread
attacking.
that?
My bad, my
No,
bad.
you're good.
I'm-
Thank you, though.
I'm looking at the concept, not
Yeah.
the specificity.
I
Yeah.
got you, dog. Poops magoops. I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back, a guarded step, and try and hit it with my gun. Oh, 17. 17 minus 4 plus 11.
Yes, I'll get it.
Math.
It's a 22.
All right, damage. Okay, 13 piercing.
Pretty good.
Good.
Come on,
It is
Adam.
good. Not enough.
You
but
dickhole.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right. So I'm gonna roll a D100 again. 51 or above. He's gonna miss because he's off target.
Okay.
If it's coming
50
at him,
above.
I'm pumping another paradox into him.
81.
81.
Okay, yay.
All right.
We're doing it.
Rico, you're up.
It's not strong, baby. It's not a strong guy.
Well, not against fire elements, that's for
No,
sure.
no, no. He's not a strong guy in terms of I want to get him away from this thing because I know it can only move and attack.
It can only move or attack.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
right.
if I can get him far enough away,
He'll only move.
he can only move up to it.
Question.
But-
If we move him, does that provoke on you or on him?
It would likely provoke on the person dragging.
Okay, so not the draggy.
Not the draggy.
Just roll a strength check. I mean, he's a little guy.
You know what? Fuck it.
Halfling.
I'm gonna use a paradox for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's gonna make it, but like this is a halfling, so me guaranteeing a 15. I mean, I have a +0, so I only have I only have a quarter of the die to do better than that.
Right, like 15 is like there's the number, right? Like if you have to hit higher than a 15,
Yeah,
you
if I have
should
to
be
hit higher
doing
than a
this.
15, I just can't do it. You know?
Right.
It's just not gonna happen. So I'm gonna burn a paradox to try and pull him.
You can move half your speed and drag him.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
But there's fire right there.
Okay. Well, I'll drag him diagonally up.
Yonder.
I have a +10 to my speed, so 5. I mean, it would be kind of like.
I mean,
to miss this
surely the
fire, be
map
off the
goes
map.
further
I was
than
gonna
this.
say,
you
like,
know?
Surely.
We're on a racetrack. Adam.
It's a racetrack. It literally never ends. It's
I'd
a circle.
essentially bring him like over here, but it would be, it could be off that, but I'll get him 20 feet away.
So
and I'll take the AOO.
So you're going to take the AOO. I am going to say that does bring him in the line of the race, which would make him a viable candidate for being run over by a motorcycle.
Hey Adam, why are you trying?
Wait, but
Then I'm going to use
so
my
are
second
you
action to
moving
move
him
in front of him?
Are you moving him north or just to the side because we can't see any further north?
I mean, I think as long as he's on the track anywhere, he's going to be a viable dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could get him like far enough on the sideline.
Was he only not viable because of the elementals? Like one of them's dead.
20. Well, no, it's because he was like off to the side. However, 20 against Casey is going to miss your.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you're going to stand in front of him. Got it.
All right.
Chill. You're up.
Okay.
I probably moved right in your way, didn't I?
Well, you're flying.
No,
so
you're good. I'm flying. Yep.
You're good.
just one good hit's all you need, buddy.
Yeah, so here's the deal. I have I spent my money on this. What money I had left over. I have an efficient bandolier.
Nice.
And it's stock full of grenades and long arm rounds. So I can use a swift action to pull out a grenade, or not a grenade. Sorry, that sounds way more aggressive than I mean. I can pull out a battery from my long arm, right? Use a move action to load it, to reload it, and take one shot.
Okay.
And that's an 18.
It's
I
Casey.
guess. Casey, it's gonna
Yeah.
miss.
Oh, rats.
Close.
Even isn't he's flat-footed and everything?
Yeah, that's with everything. Yeah.
Ugh.
All right, Dr. Potato.
All
you're
right.
up.
All right. With our buddy out of range, I'm going to take 2 shots. Hope one of them hits. Okay, first one. Ooh, 9 on the die. That's only going to be
Not gonna get it.
17. All right. Okay, 15 for a 23
That'll get it.
to hit. Okay, and that'll be 8 points of acid damage.
Oh, so close, but not enough.
No.
Okay. All right, this thing
So close.
is a wisp of a flame. Ishay, you have to do it.
All right.
Gotta do it.
You gotta get
Got
the
to.
kill here.
Gotta do it.
Ishay is going
Believe in
to
you.
5-foot guarded step up and is going to full attack so that this way.
Cannot do that.
Yes, I can.
Oh, right.
Because of
Yeah,
her,
right, right.
yeah, because of her, the way
here
she's
it is.
built.
Right,
The way her
right.
body is set up, she can do that, Adam.
Okay, no, that's a 7. So -4, 3. No, that's nope.
Is
All
that
right.
one of them fast kitsune?
Not one of them fast kitsune. All right, 10 plus 11 minus 4.
17.
17, right?
17.
It's not gonna. Wait. What kind of damage?
Piercing.
What AC?
Or
Okay.
Casey.
Not gonna get it, dude.
Okay. That's okay though, but because now I'm up next to it, so if it moves, I get a attack of opportunity.
Well, it's not gonna move. It's tired of y'all messing with it.
Oh,
So you just have to hit this time.
Yeah.
Is what it comes down to.
So
it's
it
gonna,
Gonna hit
me.
you. Yeah.
it's gonna
That's
it's gonna
okay.
hit you.
At least it's not hitting our good buddy.
And it cannot full attack because it is still staggered. How long was it staggered for?
8 rounds.
7 rounds.
7 rounds. What round are we on here?
Wait, did you do 2 attacks? I thought you were full attacking.
I did. I missed the first
did.
Oh,
one.
you did both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'm staggered anymore because you did that within the first 2 rounds, right?
Well, no, because I opened the thing. I helped open the thing round 1.
Mhm.
Then round 2, I moved in and shot. Then round 3, I moved up and slowed. So
Okay, so this would be the last round of stagger.
Last round
All
staggered.
All right. Well, that's a hit, nonetheless, with a 33 against KAC
For Ishe.
Yeah.
for Ishay. Oops, no. I rolled a d20 for damage. That's not
Don't do
appropriate.
that.
Well, thanks.
Unless you roll really low.
Yeah.
19 points of fire and bludgeoning damage.
This is fine. This is fine.
Yeesh.
It's only 1.
Still
Round
up.
10.
Okay.
Here come. Wait, I gotta roll.
Oh,
Motorbikes.
God.
Okay, no motorbikes. No motorbikes. Brico, you're up.
What kind of damage was it doing? Fire and what?
And bludgeoning.
Oh,
Bludgeoning,
hey,
okay.
guess what? It's going to take a d6 of damage.
Oh, you had
Oh,
to do
roll
that.
it. Roll it.
That's
Dude,
5.
when it punches you, your armor zaps it and sends it into a frenzy, and it falls apart into a wisp of
Amazing.
smoke, dude. Are you
Amazing.
kidding me, dude?
Had you been using the
It only just.
that?
Well, no.
I think it's only the
Oh,
second
shit.
attack that's happened
Yeah.
to her.
Okay, cool. You didn't miss that many.
I guess the
All right.
bike would have got zapped too. That ran into you.
Yeah, the bike would have got
Yeah,
zapped.
yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, but your armor does electricity damage when you get hit.
That is
For the
awesome.
listeners.
Yeah,
Wow.
also for the listeners, Heath built my character. I came in on this on the I was a last minute sub, and I was,
Yeah.
like,
Behind the end.
I was like, help, please build me. I don't care what you do. So he built Ishay. As you see her.
I imagine you guys want to work together to drag Penvo off the racetrack,
Yeah.
right? Like, so
Yeah.
you guys all kind of get over to the corner here off the tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. Immediately at this point, once you can tell that, or once the crowd can tell that the threat has been eliminated, inner cycles are still coming around the corner. Sakura comes up to you guys. It's like, oh my God, Penvo, what happened? What's going on here? His inner cycle exploded.
Could I have done? Is it just completely destroyed? I was just wondering if I could do like an engineering check. Or
I
something
mean, it's
to
just
see if I
difficult to
see
do
anything.
at this very moment. Obviously, you'll be able to look at it soon, but in this moment, considering
Okay.
the race is still going on, it's, kind of difficult to do. There's the immediacy around Penvo and like everything's still happening, but you will be able to look at the inner cycle soon.
Okay.
But
so,
set
Cora-
an alarm on your digital pads. A meeting that started 2 minutes ago. Save Pinbo's life.
Right? Yeah. We all made it. We all made it.
We all showed up and showed out, you know?
We are on time for the appointment.
So Cora looks like Emma D'Arcy from House of the Dragon.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. So you guys, while you guys are all fussing over
Yep. Pulling
Penvo,
out. Yeah.
yeah, and like the rest of the race finishes, and you hear kind of over the loudspeaker one of the judges, a Bantrid, go, we'll need to collaborate. There has been an anomaly in this race. While Penvo did cross the line second, we must be sure that he actually crossed the line before his bike exploded. If not, unfortunately, Redshift Revolution will be disqualified from the Absalom run. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Bitch.
Scallywags.
That son of a poop.
Bantrins.
That's horse shit.
Veteran.
Veterans.
He crossed the line, yo. That means he done it. Whether
His
or
body
not.
was 50 feet past the
Yeah,
line.
yeah.
His body made it.
Benbo
His body made
absolutely
it.
crossed the line.
I don't know what's the situation. 10 points from Gryffindor.
Oh no.
All right.
Shoot
Well,
these
listen, y'all.
cameras.
That was kind of like the prologue to this adventure, and so I know it's a little short episode this evening, but that kind of just sets up the rest of the adventure. I hope you guys had a good time. I know there was a lot of exposition early, but I thought that was a pretty fun combat. I think you guys have a pretty good party makeup. I think after a few combats, there'll be some really nice synergy and cohesion that's going to happen there.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think? What did you guys think of your party here?
Oh, this will be fun, baby.
Yeah,
Looking
I
forward
mean-
to this. I'll bring the donuts next time.
I'm like, there were donuts that were brought, so this is the great party. Like, this is it. The end.
Well, speaking of donuts, this is the part at the end of our first episode where we like to give our guests the opportunity to promo their stuff. So let's start with you, Jason. Where
Sure.
can we find you? What do you do? You see what I did there?
Yeah, I did. I do see what you did there. Yeah. So you can follow me on Twitter at WhatDoYouDoPods. It's a place where I try to help keep track of all of the Paizoverse, Pathfinder 1E, 2E, and Starfinder podcasts that are out there, or other folks who are also running Paizo written adventures and promoting those for actual play consumption, whether that's primarily podcasts, but also trying to do what I can to help promote the streams that are out there. So that's mostly on Twitter. I'm trying to put together some Reddit newsletter style things where I share just a rundown of the week's releases lately. It's going to be called the Podfinder Chronicles if you search for it over there. So hopefully it can help you find a great listen like the fine folks at Southern Tomfoolery or as part of Hideous Laughter Productions. And so you can find me there. Thanks.
Great. Thanks, Jason. We're so glad you're here. I hope you have a great time with us. Griffin, tell us where we can find you and all those great things that you do.
Sure, yeah. I'm the primary game master at Hideous Laughter Productions. We are predominantly a Pathfinder podcast, although we do play Hideous Tomfoolery with these fine folks, kind of off pod. Well, not off pod, but it's a secret and you can't find it unless you join one of our Discord.
It will not be an RSS feed.
Right. But we play the Hideous Laughter podcast, which is our primary show, and it's Carrying Crown in first edition. We're just entering book 6 of the adventure, so we're almost done. And we've kind of just started in the past year a second edition conversion of Curse of the Crimson Throne that's called Bestow Curse. And we're in book 2 of that adventure. We, behind the paywall, have a show called Linked Legacy, where we're playing Malevolence right now, which is a 2E adventure, but we've played several first edition modules, and it's our Patreon-only show. However, we just announced that that's kind of switching up. That's moving to Twitch, and we're playing Iron Fang Invasion converted to 2E on our Patreon. So a lot of stuff going on at Hideous Laughter Productions. You can find us at thehideouslaughterpodcast.com or at Laughter Hideous on Twitter, or at I think it's Hideous Laughter Pod on Instagram. We're on all social media, so just look around.
You'll find them. You'll find them for sure.
I posted links to Jason's Twitter and Hideous Laughter's website in the chat. So if you're listening, look at the chat.
Check it out.
Well, you guys should all know where you can find myself, Emily, or Heath. We are going to be back here with Redshift Rally next week, same time, same place, and then we'll take a few weeks off. But we wanted to go ahead and get two episodes back to back just to kick this thing off. I promise there's much more action coming up. And as y'all can probably figure, that somehow these guys are going to be involved in the Absalom run. Looks like they need a new racer. So tune in and see how that all plays out next week, right here on Twitch at 6 p.m. Central. Thank you for Eric for the giveaways at the top of this episode. Thank you all for hanging out with us tonight on a Monday. I know Monday is actually a pretty popular night to be playing games. So for those of you that did make it, thank you. And for those that are listening later, we appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Hit our Discord. Tell us what you think about the new art, the new characters. We'll have all the 13 teams that are competing in this, all the artwork posted for that, also on our Discord. And I'm just gonna tease. We've at the beginning of November, 2 weeks from now, we got some big news coming from Southern Tomfoolery. Some big news. It's big news. Like it's gonna warrant a personal video from me. That's how big. That's the news. So stay tuned for more information about that. But thank you, Griff and Jason, for joining us. And we're just getting started on a very long and exciting adventure.
Yeah. Can I say one thing real quick? Sure. Yeah. So, hey, I'm the fourth most important GM on the network, and the number one NASCAR official. This is a dream come true for me. I finally get to play my Dale Earnhardt player character, so thank you. It does mean a lot to me to get to do this dumb shit with y'all. So dumb, but like also so meaningful in a silly way. But like I appreciate all y'all. Thanks for letting me live this fantasy of mine.
I mean, you know, how can we do a racing show without you? That's just not going to happen. Yeah.
Couldn't do it. We could.
All right. Well, there's one thing left for us to do. Jason, pick up on it. You're going to learn. We don't give anybody any heads up. You just have to learn it as you go.
All right.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We'll see you.
Praise Hell.